Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Home Bargains for a beer that's not long been released into Home Bargains from Love Lane. Love Lane is Home Bargains these days. Home Bargains bought the brewery or saved it from going out of business. So fair play to that. So it's the Blackstuff Porter, classic London style porter over rich and velvety darkness. Expect an aroma of dark roasted malts with subtle coffee and dark chocolate notes. Microbrewed on the Mersey, so Merseyside Beer Reviews is part of the country, or Mersey Beer Reviews. A special release from Love Lane Brewery. ABV is 4.8%. So we'll crack it open, we'll see what it's like. Yeah, I went to Home Bargains the other night and gotta be honest, not a great deal in. Home Bargains used to be like B&M Bargains, and there used to be treasure troves for the random beer collector. And these days, they just seem to have the same beers, and to be honest, very little beers at Home Bargains. So little to no head on this, as you can see. An off black pour. A bit of a roasty toasty nose going on. Smooth chocolate, malty. Slight into nuttiness on the back end. It's got a nice taste to it. It looks a little bit, I'd say, cloudy. And you can see that on the camera. But it's delivering a nice beer nonetheless. I think it was £1.50 for the cans, so not too pricey. My hopes are for Home Bargains to really push the Love Lane brand as their brand. I know Higson's is another of their brands under the TJ Morris ownership. And again, I'd like to see them. There was a Higson's mini keg. Mini keg in Home Bargains as well. So yeah, it's interesting to see where they're going with that. But yeah, as a shop these days, Home Bargains, and same as B&M really, they've took the place of what Wilco's used to be in a lot of ways. And for a beer fan, both places, compared to what they used to be about 5 years ago, lackluster, shall we say. I don't know if it depends on what part of the country you're at. Crap in my eye, but running gardening. Yeah, depends on which part of the country you're at, but they do seem to have dialed it back on the beer side of things, definitely. And don't get the. I assume that when you've got, say, I don't know, 200 stores or more, that you struggle to get random stuff as much as you used to, unless it just sits in one area and doesn't make it all around the country. I would kind of like Home Bargains to stock local beers. You imagine going into your Home Bargains and all the breweries locally are all in there, and if it's beers they need to get rid of at a short date, they're selling the beers. And even if you had to pay £3, £3.50 a beer, they're going to sell, because people walk in and you know, if you're non beer collector, so it's not me, but for a lot of people who don't literally get every beer from every brewery locally, although technically I've stopped doing that in the last year. I've literally bought next to no beers from the local breweries. So, you know, things change, and it's only going to go a different way, more so. But, you know, it is what it is on that side of things. But yeah, it's a nice drinking porter. I've enjoyed this. Quite a nice malty back end to it. It's nice, flavourful, cheap porter. You know, does what it says. Um, Palette is coffee, dark chocolate. Don't really get much chocolate from it. Hops and Magnum. Magnum, that's interesting because Blue Monkey near me, they use Magnum a hell of a lot. I'm not sure if it's a cheap hop, but it seems a versatile hop because it's in a lot of their beers. So I don't know how they use it, in what way, for flavour or for bitterness. Finish is smooth and rich. Brewed out of the Baltic Triangle in Liverpool. L1, I think that says 0AY. And Love Lane Brewery in Belfast. I didn't realise the Belfast Brewery. Unless that's just the name of TJ Morris in Belfast. I assume it is. For you know. And yeah, you know, for me, to anybody who works at Love Lane under the ownership of TJ Morris and Boggins, you know, I hope it goes really well. And I hope you get to make beers that really push boundaries and bring back your Imperial Stout, which was ridiculously cheap at the time, in Lidl so many years ago. So would I drink this again? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's very nice. It's going down a treat. Yeah, can't fault it for the price. Price is good. Delivers a good thing. You know, it's a good advertisement for. Um, it's a good advertisement. I'm knackered. It's a good advertisement for cheap craft beer in supermarkets, and you know, for that, can't fault it. So yes, I would drink it again. Out of five for me. Yeah, good 4.3 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon.